You're also watching News Desk here. Now, 2 people have been shot dead at Nkonya in the Volta region. 2 others are also injured. The attacks come just hours after the Interior Ministry announced its periodic review of the curfew in the area last night. Police say the perpetrators are from Alavanyo, a Rava community in the area. Pando Divisional Police Commander Superintendent Prosper Ahwija spoke to me earlier this morning.
Yeah, it's true that two people were shot dead and then 2 injured.
At where exactly?
Nkonya, Hinkro.
Exactly what time did this happen?
It's around 7 to 8 o'clock in the evening.
And do you know the circumstances under which they were killed?
It was an attack from Alavanyo.
How do you confirm that the people who shot these 2 are Alavanyo people?
It's because, this is what I'm telling you, that the soldiers on the ground, they were monitoring events because the attack was coming from that direction.
These people who were shot, are they boys, are they women, are they girls?
I'm yet to ascertain that. So you hold on.
Sure. Before we end this conversation, what we are learning is that the curfew in that town was just renewed yesterday. So how come people could still go about shooting?
The curfew is from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. It's under investigation, please.
What is the police going to do? Already we know the military and police personnel are in that town.
We are going to get to the dissect this morning and decide what to do.
The latest on this, I'm joined on the line now by the Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Lecha, who also heads the Region Security Council. Thank you for joining us, sir. Good morning to you.
Good morning to your viewers and listeners.
First of all, when we spoke to the Pando District Police Commander, he told us that as at that time, that was done today, they could not identify the people who were shot. Have you established the identities now?
No, we haven't yet. The bodies are in the morgue, and the identification exercise will take place any moment from now. But it was quite an unfortunate incident that happened yesterday. And we were all shocked that this has happened again.
What is being done to prevent escalation of the situation in the immediate term? Yeah,
we have the security men on the ground. As I speak to you now, the District Security Council is in a meeting, and we are also standing by, even though we have intervened already by sending men from adjacent districts to the area to support the military on the ground. Calm has been restored, and we are going to meet the Regional Security Council together with the Regional Peace Council because we were there not long ago. We were there a few weeks ago, and the people assured us that this was not going to happen again. But as you know, the majority of people may be committed to peace, but you may have 1 or 2 bad nuts who will be committing these crimes. And we are also committed to getting to the bottom of the crime because it's a crime, and the police are going to investigate to bring the perpetrators to book. But we are appealing to the community because when these things happen, without tip-offs, without information from the community, it's very difficult for us to get to the bottom of the issue. So we want to appeal to witnesses, people who have evidence to provide us, so that we can arrest those responsible for this heinous crime and bring them to face the law.
And indeed, some minutes ago, you just spoke about the meetings by the various security councils. You've spoken about the District Security Council, which is currently meeting. You've also spoken about the Regional Security Council, which you head. It was just yesterday that the Interior Ministry reviewed the curfew there. Is it likely that during any of the meetings, the curfew hours will be reviewed again?
Yes, based on the recommendations we will receive from the District Security Council and our own assessment of the situation, we may recommend to the Minister to alter the curfew hours.
Will the Security Council also be considering the disarmament of the 2 communities?
Yes, Yes, we are working towards that. And we've been assured that we'll get the resources to support us in that exercise.
How do you intend to do that?
No, well, I think we need to use legal means to get to the communities, get to do searches, depend on whistleblowers, depend on intelligence, so that if there are any arms, illegal arms in the area, we can retrieve them. So to maintain the peace and order in the community. Because once we have arms in the hands of potential lawbreakers, these things will continue to happen. I want to stress that 99% of the people in the area, Nkonya, Alabanyo, are committed to peace, because they know that without peace there can be no development in the area. So we just have to come together and deal with a few miscreants who are determined to always cause confusion in the area. But the security services are on top of the issue, and I believe that we will get there.
And in dealing with disarmament, let's stay just on this a little longer. There have been a number of policies in some conflict-rigged communities where I remember that the former Interior Minister, Makoyongo, for instance, championed this cash for arms and all of that. None of these worked. And so moving ahead, what kind of strategy would the council be putting in place to ensure that this time around people willingly get their arms?
Yeah, I think it will depend on advice from the relevant security agencies who are expertise in this field. They will have to advise me so that I can also advise the minister as to what to do going forward.
I know you're yet to meet yet, but are there any long-term plans the ministry is considering to ensure lasting peace in these two communities? There
have been suggestions, and there have been meetings in the past to consider government acquiring the conflict land. There have been discussions in the past, and during our recent visit to the area, the Alavanyo people, the Nkonya people are all committed to releasing the land for use by the state. And if that is called to bring peace to the area, I think government will consider that seriously.
We'll end it here. Thank you very much, Dr. Archibald Lecha. He is the Water Regional Minister.